Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes!
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
All right. So, what's your philosophy of life? How do you see life generally?
Be the reason why someone smiles.
Mm, be the
You know,
reason.
people are going through, yeah, well, people are going through a lot, in life right now, in this country most especially. And you might just see someone, someone will just bathe, use foundation and apply on their faces. You don't know what, they're going through in their heart, So that's why when people talk about people, I'm not moved. Because some of those things they say can drag someone into, taking his or her life because maybe it might not be true or something. So no matter what it is, I think people should be the reason why others are smiling because life itself is very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, talking about life, what would you say has been the greatest lesson that life has taught you as a person?
Hmm. Life has taught me not to see people as if they have my kind of heart. Okay, because the Igbos say Obiwapa, the heart is like a bag, everyone is carrying theirs. And you wouldn't know what is in there because we can't open it. Life has taught me that I don't have to think everyone will be like me. I've experienced, something really hard in this life that if more I still ask myself why, because people can just wake up and want to be wicked to you for no reason. I've been that's happened to me before, okay? And it's something I've never had time to talk about. Apart from when it happened many years ago, I've never had time to discuss it.
You'll be like if you can discuss it. Can we discuss it?
Yeah, yeah. I had this when I was in Dubai. I had this lady who I saw like a big sister and a mother, you know, and someone who's familiar with Dubai would know that if you're paying your house rent, for the year, it's cheaper than when you're paying monthly. So as at then, I didn't have a resident permit, and I was using her. I was give her money, and then she would pay for me with her check. She put on her check, so I was paying her 3 months every month. So I had a friend. Then I was single. I had a friend who was in Germany who was financially down. He needed a loan of, I think that was about 50,000 dirhams. So there was no way I would send him that money from Dubai. So what I did was, I told this supposed aunt of mine, and she said I should do a check for her. Yeah. So I gave her the check, and then I traveled. Okay. So, but when I got to Nigeria, my friend now said I should give it to another of his friend who was, coming to Germany. So I gave the money, and I called her. I said, "Okay, please, I've given them the money in Nigeria here, so don't bother about the check." But because I have this very free heart, I feel everybody's like me. I did not retrieve the check from her. Okay, and that was going to be a big problem for me. So, by the time I returned and all that. Some months later, she asked for a loan of 50,000 dirhams, and it didn't occur to me that she had my check previously. Maybe that was why he was asking for the loan. And I said, okay, I was going to go to Nigeria again. It was my birthday, so I said, okay, I was going to give you some money. But unfortunately, I didn't have up to that, and I had half of it, and I was going to give her. She said no, that she wanted all. So I just felt like it's me, giving you a loan. Why you? So I just left, unknown to me that it's because she still has my check. And you know what that means? Like you have my check, bounce check, in another man's land. I could go to jail for it. Yeah. So that was what she had in mind. This is someone I saw like a sister, like a mother. So I just felt like it's your business. So when I came back, I have to run, and I was like, run for what? And she said, you gave so and so person check, and you took a loan from her. And I said, loan, no, But I didn't believe it because my mind didn't even go. It was a check. But at the time, what happened was my friend had to call someone who was a niece to the lady. She now said, "Listen, you have to run for your life. They're going to arrest you. Like right now, they're tracking you. Put off your phone and all that." So immediately, I left and I went to my aunt's house. That was a very early in the morning. I arrived around 3 a.m. So I went to my aunt's house. My aunt then worked with the Nigerian embassy in Dubai. So when I went to her, she now took me to the lady's office and went there. And she was like, what did you do to her? I said, nothing. I didn't do anything to her because to me, I didn't do anything wrong. So but my auntie went there with a recorder, okay? And then she was asking her, what did Steph do to you, blah, blah, blah. And after talking, my auntie said, I have everything here on record. And you just said now that Steph didn't take loan from you. You just said that you're angry because she doesn't help you in bringing stuff from Nigeria. You just said now that that is why, you know, you're doing this. So it's on record. I want you to withdraw the case. Otherwise, I'll present your record to them and you'll be the one to go to jail. So she was shocked. So when my auntie came, she said, you're lucky you're not owing her. You're lucky that you're right. What you said is true. Now go home and sleep. Tomorrow we'll see for a meeting. So I went to my next morning. We went to her. And she said all the money she spent in doing the case, that I have to pay her back the money, which was about 3,000 dirhams then. And my auntie said, yes, Steph, you're going to pay this money. And I was shocked, you know. And she said, and after that, she said, you have to apologize to her. And I'm like, apologize to her? Why? She said, you have to do it. So when I did it, we left. And I asked my aunt. My auntie now took the check from her. Retrieved my check. So I now asked her, why did this I should pay the money and apologize? She said, because you're stupid. Why would you leave your check with someone? You don't trust people like that. This is a bounce check. No matter who the person is, you don't leave your check for people. Do you know, if not that I had this recorded, would have gone to prison. Wow. Because we've been reported for giving a bounce check to someone. And that was how, you know, that case ended. And from that moment, I started seeing her like the devil herself. Like, if I see her, I run. Because I don't know why anyone would want to do that to someone for no reason. You know, so life has taught me not to see everyone to be like me. At least there should be an extent where I will not say, okay, this person has a good heart. You understand? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I understand. I understand. So for how long were you in Dubai, and what exactly were you doing over there?
I was in Dubai from 2007 up until 2012.
Okay.
I was working in a cargo company. At the same time, I schooled in Middlesex University. But I left Middlesex University on my second year. That was when my sister died because I had to return to, you know, look after my mom. Yeah, so